In ancient China, there was a widely known and brutal saying: carters, boatmen, innkeepers, porters, and brokers, even if they've committed no crime, they deserve no trust. The first time most people hear this, it sounds absurd. These are just ordinary people making a living. Why would they be hated this much? But if you actually went back to ancient China, you would understand very quickly why this saying existed. Because in those days, leaving home for a long journey was a genuinely dangerous thing to do. Imagine this: a man in the Ming Dynasty is leaving his small county town for the very first time. He's carrying his entire family's savings, heading hundreds of miles away to do business. He doesn't know the roads. He barely understands the dialect spoken in other regions. He has no idea which routes are safe and which are not. If he gets cheated halfway, he doesn't even know where to report it. And from the moment he steps out his front door, every single person he encounters knows more about this world than he does. The carter knows the roads, the boatman knows the waterways, the innkeeper knows the local prices, the porter knows the freight rules, the broker knows the real bottom line on both sides of a deal. Here's the problem: they know and you don't. The carter tells you, "This road is long. I'll have to charge extra." You have no idea if it's actually far or if he's taking you the long way around. The boatman tells you, "The current is rough today. You need a bigger boat." You have no idea if it's really dangerous or if he's just raising the price. The innkeeper says, "Every place in this town charges the same." You have no idea if the place next door costs half as much. The broker says, "This is the market rate." You have absolutely no way of knowing whether he's skimming from both sides. 5 professions, 5 scenarios. But behind all of them is the same thing: an information gap. You're not paying for a service. You're paying for the uncertainty of whether or not you're being cheated. When that kind of anxiety builds up over time, it turns into something extreme: total distrust. So even if they've committed no crime, they deserve no trust was never really about killing anyone. It expressed something deeper, a bone-deep suspicion. I have no way to verify you, so I can only assume you're probably lying. But here's what makes it even more interesting. The same people who despised these professions couldn't survive without them, because the moment people start traveling, these jobs inevitably appear: carters, boatmen, innkeepers, porters, and brokers. These 5 words don't really describe 5 specific traits. They describe everyone who holds information, connects strangers, and facilitates transactions. They are the connectors of an unfamiliar world. But traditional Chinese society distrusted these connectors more than almost anything else, because traditional China was fundamentally built on a familiar order. You were born in your village, and you stayed there. Land, clan, neighbors, everything was fixed. Everyone knew everyone. Cheaters couldn't survive for long. But the moment people started moving, strangers multiplied. Information became murky. Relationships could no longer be verified, and the stable order that held everything together began to crack. What the ancient people truly feared was not bad people. It was a world they couldn't see through, and the carters, boatmen, innkeepers, porters, and brokers were standing right at the entrance to that world. Ordinary people feared them, but so did the government, because these people weren't just doing business. They controlled the most important circulation networks in society. A carter could help someone flee, a boatman could smuggle goods, an innkeeper could hide strangers, a broker could facilitate underground deals. They naturally crossed regional boundaries, naturally bypassed local social structures, and were nearly impossible to fully regulate. This is why so many systems in ancient China were designed to do the same thing: reduce uncontrollable movement. Why was the household registration system so strictly enforced? Why was migration so often restricted? Why were merchants kept at a low social status for so long? Because a society built on agriculture and land loved one thing above all: stability, fixed people, fixed land, fixed relationships, fixed taxes. Only when things are fixed can they be managed. And carters, boatmen, innkeepers, porters, and brokers represented exactly the opposite force: mobility. They're saying, even if they've committed no crime, they deserve no trust, was never really about occupational prejudice. It was a traditional society's deepest anxiety about a world that was starting to move. Hundreds of years have passed, but that anxiety has never truly disappeared. Today, we still worry about drivers taking the long route. We still worry about being overcharged at hotels. We still worry about real estate agents skimming from both sides. The difference is that today, we fight this anxiety with different tools: rating systems, platform oversight, price transparency. These modern tools are all doing the same thing: prying open the information black box, so you can finally see what's inside. But as long as information gaps still exist, the suspicion toward middlemen will never go away. Carters, boatmen, innkeepers, porters, and brokers, even if they've committed no crime, they deserve no trust. This saying was never really about 5 professions. It was about the oldest human fear of all: when you have to place your safety and your money in the hands of someone you cannot verify, you will instinctively doubt them. Ancient people expressed that anxiety with a brutal proverb. Modern people express it with bad reviews and platform regulations. The method has changed, but the question behind it has never gone away.